Gotcha. Okay. And now phase 2, which is way more intense than the last time. Nope. Hello everyone. My name is Altara Guy, and welcome back to Hollow Knight, Part 8. You may be wondering, Altara Guy, this isn't where you left off. And you would be correct. Unfortunately, last episode, my computer overheated and caused the recording software to die, which means that that entire episode is lost, and it's a damn shame because we got a whole bunch of stuff done in that episode. So unlike the No Man's Sky series, we actually did lose important things in that episode. So I guess I'll just walk you through them all. First thing, you may notice that we now have 8 charm notches instead of 6. I went and bought a whole bunch of charms from Salubra, who is the charm maker in the Forgotten Crossroads. And she gave us... what did she give us? She gave us... no, this was Sly. She gave us this one, which is pretty good. And she gave us this one, which is also pretty good. Excuse me. And I want to say she gave us one of these. Maybe this one. This one seems familiar. And then I think we got this one from Sly. Anyway, point being, we got enough charms because the way that Salubra's shop works is you have to unlock charms, a certain number of charms, each time to unlock the ability for her to sell another charm notch. And so from purchasing her charms and getting them in the world, I was able to get my hands on enough to get not 1 but 2 charm notches, so we can now equip a whole bunch of stuff. We also are in the hut of a nail master, who is this fella right here. And let's just that nail art, the dash slash, learnt from my brother Oro, was it not? So he is still alive then. I still haven't forgotten what he owes me, and I never will. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with such things. I'm happy that you were able to train under another nail master and grow stronger, my pupil. Yeah, so basically, we've learned from the nail masters 3 different nail arts. So I will demonstrate them real quick. And you do it by holding your attack button to charge up energy into the nail, so you can see that I'm glowing here. And the first one is the Great Slash, which does this. The second one is the Dash Slash, which does this, so it's a longer attack, and it's thinner. And then the other one, which we learned from this guy right here... Churo. Ah, so my brother Shio has taught you his nail art, the Great Slash. How lucky you are to have trained with him. Shio and I were very close when we trained together under the Great Nail Sage. He often spoke of becoming tired of the nail arts and wanting to try something new. I'm glad to see he changed his mind and continues to bear the proud title of Nail Master along with me. Before you leave, rest and meditate with me for a while. Your company is always welcome. Oh, I didn't know I could actually do this. The other thing, so that's, and then the last one that we got from this guy was the Cyclone Slash, which is this. And if you basically spam the attack button, it lasts longer, like that. So we will be making good use of these, and the whole point of the nail arts is that they're more powerful than your regular nail, and they also have more damage. Another thing that we got was the Dream Nail, which does this. My brother Shio, how fare you in that great kingdom of thorns you call home? I think of you every time I raise my nail. Do you ever close your eyes and remember the time we spent together with Oro and our master? I like to think you do. So the Dream Nail basically allows us to read the thoughts of anyone that we hit with it. which is useful for dialogue and also for clues, because the nail masters, if you dream nail them, will give you the location of another nail master. So that guy gave us the location of his brother Shio, who is located in Green Path, specifically editing me right here in this area. And then if you guys remember when I was doing the arena, that hut down there in the bottom, which looks like there's another area, so I need to go check that out. That was also another Nail Master right there. If you got editing me, also put that in. And so we learned all 3 of the nail arts from them, which gives us a little bit more versatility in our attack options. And then we also got this, which is Descending Dark. Strike the ground with a concentrated force of soul and shadow. This force can destroy foes or break through fragile structures. This is an upgrade to Desolate Dive, which was the first incarnation of the spell that we had. And we got it from the Crystal Peak, specifically, or Crystal... What's it called? Yeah, Crystal Peak. Nope, not there. Specifically in here, the Crystallized Mound. Which, when we went in there, and we fought a whole bunch of enemies, and we smashed... if you guys remember in episode 1, for the Ancestral Mound right here, we went in there, and there was a shaman who gave us the Vengeful Spirits spell. There was one of those who was trapped in a bunch of crystal, and we broke them out, and we got basically this spell here, which is an upgrade to the Desolate Dive spell. So, and then, also, at this little area here, with this little dude here in the corner on the far right, we got the Crystal Heart, which unlocks the ability for us to do what's called a Super Dash, which is... Here, let me see if I can demonstrate for you guys real quick. Which is over here, if I hold E, I charge up the dash like this, and then if I let go, it does that. And I can stop it by jumping or crashing into something. And so that's useful for large areas that have a lot of spikes, and you need to basically get over them. It also, as I'm sure you noticed, makes you a lot faster than just running or dashing. And then, basically we also won the arena. Well, we didn't win all 3 challenges. We won the first 2, so I beat the challenge that you guys saw me fail at a whole bunch in the last episode. And the pale ore that we got, we took to the nail smith, and he upgraded it to this, the channeled nail. And in order to upgrade it again, we need to get 2 more pieces of pale ore, of which I do not know how to get. Lastly, we also found, apparently we bought all of Sly's things, so we also have 2 more health points than base, which and also I gained 1 in the last episode. And apparently he told us that he lost the key to his store, or his storeroom rather, which we ended up finding accidentally in the Crystal Peak. I want to say it was this area? Editing me will point out where it is. I think it's that, like, rounded area towards the middle of the Crystal Peaks. And so he sold us 2 more mask shards, and also this elegant key. Now, I don't know what it goes to, but it goes to something. Bears the mark of Halonest's soul sanctum and glows faintly in the dark. So there may be an area in the Soul Sanctum that we haven't been able to get to yet. I don't know where that necessarily would be, because we explored everything, except for that one little area down there towards the bottom. That could be potentially where that goes. Editing me will also put that in. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we did, unfortunately, that you guys will never be able to see. And then lastly, this statue here lies Gorb, the Great Mind. This was what's called a Warrior Dream, which was like a short boss fight, and we killed him, and we got Essence. And Essence is this stuff right here, specifically the Dream Nail, allows the wielder to cut through the veil between dreams and waking, can be used to reveal hidden dreams or open gateways. The Dream Nail can collect essence, remnants of wishes, and dreams. So, essence basically allows us to upgrade the Dream Nail, and we need to bring that to the person who gave us the Dream Nail in the first place, who is in a new area that we discovered called the, what's it called? Oh, I guess we don't have the map for that yet. It's called the Resting Grounds. And so going there gave us the Dream Nail and also the ability to upgrade it. So, unfortunately, a lot happened in the last episode that, like I said, you guys will never be able to see. And I'm really sorry about that. But, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot. I tried for, like, you know, hours upon hours to actually try and save the recorded footage, and it was just so totally broken that there was nothing I could do. So, like, I tried using a footage repair software, the name of which escapes me at the moment. Hang on, let me check what it's called. Untrunk. Which apparently is very good at recording software, or repairing software, or not software, but video files and such. And unfortunately, it was so terribly broken that there was literally nothing that any software could do. So, this may look familiar if you watched the first episode, which I'm hoping that you did. If you haven't, stop watching this episode and go watch that one. It's a very cool introduction. But that's basically the jump that we start the game in. So that means that area that we were up top, the Howling Cliffs, was what was shown in the intro sequence to the game. Which is interesting. I hadn't actually thought of that before. Anywho, so I'm gonna go and make some more strides in actually exploring the map, because we have some more mobility. Okay, we have some more mobility options that we can use to get around a little bit better. We also have the super dash, so I can totally just zoom across this area right here. And then we can get back to where we were. Oh yeah, we also rescued her, and in her hut there was Mask Shard, which was pretty cool. I don't know if I showed that. I don't believe that I did. So let's go in here, because this is Cornifer and his wife, Yzma? Zelda? I don't remember. Yzma is from Kronk's New Groove. That's something entirely different. Alright, Resting Grounds. Oh, you were selling the map for that. Cool. A map of the Resting Grounds, a sacred place not far from the crossroads. Cornifer told me he found the area serene and calming, but it sounds a bit spooky to me. No thanks. Alright, yeah, I'll buy that. Thank you. Cornifer has been telling me about these strange whispering roots he's been seeing. I made up some pins so you can record their locations yourself. Warrior's Grave. Cornifer told me he's found some interesting looking graves and shrines in the depths. You can use these pins to mark down any interesting graves on your map. Go and pay your respects. Those trams sound like awfully advanced machines. Those ancient bugs must have been a clever lot. These pins should be perfect for recording a tram stop's location. Of all the places to end up, we picked this dreary town. I thought it a temporary stop, then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there. He argues cartography is sound business, but other than you, who's buying? That's a fair point.
Sanjo.
Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times, my husband makes Hallownest sound a wonder, but sometimes it seems a ghastly, dangerous place.
Sanjo.
Can I dream nail you? I'm glad I put down my weapon. This quiet life with Corny makes me a lot happier. It would be nice to stretch my legs again, though. Sometime soon. Corny, that's adorable.
Oh!
Can I dream nail you? My savior, so close. Yeah, I mean, that is true. She has basically become obsessed with us, and she writes poetry in her room that I'm not going to read because it makes me a little uncomfortable. But it is what it is. Okay, so first things first. I like to spit hair out of my face. We are going to go check out... what are we going to check out? Oh, there's an area in the resting grounds that we haven't apparently fully seen yet. So I guess I'll do that. And then... we can't do any of that because I need a double jump that I don't have. And then I think we'll check out the City of Tears. And we'll check out this area down here, because that potentially could be the use for the Elegant Key in the Soul Sanctum. So I will go to the resting grounds, and I'll let you know if there was anything there that was particularly interesting. Oh, wait. Actually... I believe I have enough essence now because I fought the 2 warrior dreams in one that we can talk to the moth lady. So this right here is the little whispering root that those pins mentioned. We've seen a few of them. They don't normally look like this, but if you hit them with the dream nail, it spits out a whole bunch of essence that you can collect, and when you collect it all, it becomes this. And we can dream nail it again. Dead remembered. Penitent moth. Dreams revered. We basically get a little bit of, like, snippets of lore in the background of what happened here, and so on and so forth. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. Ah, your dream nail holds over 200 essence. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen that great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. Ah, but as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. Okay, fair enough. There, the door is open and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there and you may hear the uttering of bugs long gone. Can I dream nail you? What are you doing poking around in a dusty old mind like mine? Nothing of worth is hidden inside, believe me. Keep probing the world around you with your dream nail. Hidden things will reveal themselves. Oh, that's funny. I guess they expected you to just immediately use the dream nail on her. Okay. Spirit's Glade. This is a very peaceful place. Oh, hello. The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. I would never. Buy my cookies. They're ever so tasty. Oh, so, hang on. These, I believe, are Kickstarter backers. Let me see. Backer credits, yeah. So, this is basically like their tribute area to the Kickstarter backers. I assure you, Wanderer, my nail is sharp and I'll not hold back. Or not? Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it a sort of peace. I thought this was a Kickstarter area. But, like, this was where they would submit their stuff, but maybe not. I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. That's bleak. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. Good. Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of a storm. Stand strong, little warrior. I was once obsessed with power, though my time within this glade has shed me of such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. We're always left with reminders of the errors we have made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. You look kind of like Cornifer. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I only carry 3, far less than legends may suggest. 100 nail warrior. Still, each is sharper than the last, and I'd require only 1 to cut you down. Please don't. Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I'm of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me for the longest time. Are Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice, though to have made it here, you're obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. I don't know if I would say adept, but I'm definitely capable. Don't fear my rotting form. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force. Such a simple mantra, and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I'd suggest you follow my example. Don't judge me by my appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go berserk in battle. Hark, fellow adventurer, are you heading out into the world? I'd join you, but it's been so long, I fear I'd lose my head. Watch out! I've an acidic touch, and I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. Well, you're dead, so I don't think that's much of a problem. I'll see you soon, she said, though that was long ago. I wonder where she went. Oh, that's sad. Ah, a wanderer. I've been many places and done a great many things, but I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling the caverns of Hallownest, and I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys. Though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck, it's a vast world out there. I came from far away to reach this place, though my shell may seem foreign, beneath it I am a bug, same as you. That's nice. Very peaceful. I could have sworn that this was the Kickstarter area. That this was where they would, like, submit their ideas and concept art and stuff, and it got put in the Spirits Glade. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, to that one area that I apparently didn't go to. Oh, yes, so this as well. To protect the dreamers, to protect the vessel, the dreamers lie sleeping. Monomon the teacher, in her archive, surrounded by fog and mist. Lurien the watcher, in his spire, looking over the city. Hera the beast, in her den, amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, Hallownest lasts eternal. So this basically gave us the locations of the dreamers, which are those three mask-looking things on the map. And when we got stuck in that area in the last episode, it was this one right here, who was the dreamer that we needed to deal with. And she... we couldn't deal with her because we didn't have the dream nail at that point, but now that we do, we can. And then this was also another warrior's grave, which was another mini-boss. So it was a whole thing. Anyway, there's apparently a down right here that I can't access for some reason. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll try and open it from the other side, maybe. Okay, so this is apparently where it is. But anyway, in here, we've seen her before, but this is what I was talking about. So once you own 25 charms, I'll gladly sell it to you. So we need more charms to unlock her ability to sell us the charm notches, but I apparently hit that goal. So that up there seems to be a thing that I could potentially get through, maybe, but I don't exactly know how I would... Actually, that's not true. I think I do know how to do it. I'm going to give this a try. And we're going to see about if this works. Because it may not. I may just be kind of silly. But... here. Yeah! Blue Lake. Okay. Oh, hello. God, what a calm place. It's action I want. Vicious and deadly battle. The serenity is a bore. Well, aren't you just a delight? That place calls to me. Somewhere beyond this lake, perhaps? So peaceful, so dull. Well, yeah, you're just a lovely individual, aren't you? Whoa, what? Apparently there's stuff over there. Okay. Was that the way over here, I guess? Seems like it. Oh, there was... Okay, so this was a thing that I needed to come through on the bottom. I getcha. Alright, and then now we can come back up here. Alright, well, in that case, let us go explore that upper area there that I saw but didn't really fully appreciate, I guess. Over here! Boink. I also have the chance... Actually, no, I don't. I was going to say, I have the chance to get one of the more annoying achievements out of the way, but I don't. That comes a little bit later, I think. Alright. So let's see what we can do about this. This sounds like it's just a... Yeah, rancid egg. But, you know. Completion. I don't actually know if that counts for completion. It may not. But we can't use the super dash while we're in the air or in the water. And apparently Tiso is gone now, so that's good. That guy's not fun. Okay. So now to the City of Tears. Wait, there's a thingy here. So this is what I was talking about with the dream root. It initially looks like this. And if you hit it with the dream nail, like so, it spreads out essence across the area. Oop. No. I don't think so. Get out of here. Ow! Is it? Okay, we're still good. So we're gonna try and collect all of the essence here, like so. Nope, don't do it. I deserve that a little bit, not gonna lie. Okay, let's go up here, grab both of those. Yoink. Perfect. Let's go over here. Whoops, okay, well, that's not gonna work out. Unfortunately, over here, and over this way. Perfect. Ow, hey, stop that, jerk. Ow, get out of here. Wait, hang on. No, that's not an area, okay. Let's heal up, because I am dangerously low on health. Okay, so it'll make a noise, and it'll, like, do that. It'll transform when we get all of the essence. Well, this is just silly. There we go. Okay, so that noise means that we've gotten all of, now, the essence. So we can go back up there and have a looky at what-y we got-y from that. Yeah, okay, so I can make that jump. I could totally make that jump, but I beefed it good. There we go. Okay, and over, not this way. Jeez, Altara guy, you are really just screwing the pooch on this one, aren't you? Okay. Wait, where was that area then? I thought it was... Is it this one? No. Is it the upper one then? And I'm just dumb? Because that is totally possible. No, also no. There was just a corpse in exactly the same spot on both of these levels. So I guess it must be here then. There we go. And if we smack you with the dream nail, promised plenty. Souls to serve. Soul twisted. Okay. That kind of sounds like the Soul Spire, or Soul Sanctum, rather. So we can go across here, which I'll use the dash for, because it's faster. Whee! Okay. And now we need to go down and to the right, I believe, is where we need to go for that key to be used. No, don't do it. Yeah, that nail upgrade was absolutely huge. Big fan. Going down, and then this way, whoops, oh, yes, this way over here should be where I can use the key. not, because I am locked. Okay, so now the question becomes, where do I go from here? Maybe that area in the middle? That I only partially explored for some reason? Honestly, I could not tell you. Well, let's go sell our goodies to the shop dude who's just down here. Lem, I believe his name is.
Velmi Ardred.
Hello, Lem. King's Idol.
War's son?
King's Idol, eh?
Gian.
Hellenist's king was an elusive figure, deified by the citizens. With the king rarely seen, worship was offered through these idols. There's an expert craft to them. Few alive could match this skill.
Velmi Ardred.
Okay.
Gachael.
The king's idol? If you look closely, each of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each was tailored to the owner, a personalized symbol of the king's omnipotence.
Velmi Ardred.
Okay, let's sell a Wanderer's Journal. It sucks that you can only sell these one at a time, but my guess is the logic here is you get a little bit of lore for each one. Another Wanderer's Journal? Another Wanderer's Journal? I might not offer a lot for each, but they're plentiful about the caverns, and I doubt you'll find another willing to make trade for Geo.
Velmi Ardred. Oh, Paul.
A Wanderer's Journal, yes, I'll add it to the pile with the others. I don't know when I'll get to decipher this one. It's long, hard work translating the many languages of the bugs that explore these caverns.
Velmi Ardred. Oh, Paul.
You have a knack for finding these. Corpses must be frequent on your journey. No doubt your nails created many more.
Velmi Ardred.
I sure do, don't I?
War's son? Gian.
This journal is of traditional stone type. Text endures well upon it. In its declining age, the city switched from stone to parchment woven of spider silk. It's a small tragedy, but the moisture in these towers has rendered most of those texts illegible.
Velmi Ardred.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens to paper.
Liasoki.
Have you heard that saying about stone journals? If danger lurks close by and your nail has dulled with wear, just swing your journal at your foes with blunt and deadly flare. I've not heard that one before, but that's a good one. It's a good one, isn't it? And accurate. They sure have a heft to them.
Velmi Ardred.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Last one. What do you got for me?
Gachael.
What's that, a
Liasoki.
Wanderer's Journal? I have so many of these now. Once I get around to deciphering them all, I'll be the preeminent scholar on Hollownest's dead.
Velmi Ardred.
Okay, now the Hollownest seals. What do you got?
War's son?
Another Hollownest seal?
Gian.
Others have told me there's a statue out by the city's entrance depicting a large knightly figure. Could be one of the kingdom's great five. I'd have looked it over myself, but the gate's long shut tight, and it's too much hassle taking the long way round with all those blasted husks about.
Velmi Ardred.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gachael.
Yep, that's
Liasoki.
another Hollownest seal, alright. The shop will be overflowing with these things soon. Gah, I'd never guessed so many would still be lying around. If they're as common as you make them seem, maybe I've been offering too much for them?
Velmi Ardred.
No, they're not that common. I just have a whole bunch. I've been exploring a lot.
Velmi Ardred.
Pass it over then.
Velmi Ardred.
Oh, okay. You're not even gonna say anything.
Gachael. Liasoki.
You're a talented collector, all right. The best I've met. If you keep it up, If you keep at it, I'll worry I'll run out of space in the shop.
Velmi Ardred.
Okay.
Velmi Ardred.
All right. Yeah.
Velmi
So he's just
Ardred.
gonna keep saying that.
Gachael. Liasoki.
Okay.
Helmadelka.
Yep. So we went from 200 geo to almost 6,000 geo. Also, we can use a simple key here to unlock this and unlock that as a new area. I'm not going to go in there just yet because that's a whole thing. And I promised that I would set out to do this part here, and I'm not gonna break that promise. So you might remember that this area here was locked. When we came through this side, we were basically able to hit that lever and open this up, which allows us to connect the two paths, which is pretty nice. So now we go up and we explore. This definitely has the Soul Sanctum's vibe to it, I'll tell you that. With these glass plates and stuff. Okay, so there's more up. How do I get to the more up? Oh, it's just right here. Okay, can I... I need a double jump for that, don't I? Yep. Alright, well, I guess we're not doing that then either. Son of a biscuit. Okay, since we're here, now that we have the Dream Nail, though, I am going to make this trip to the City of Tears worthwhile. Now, you might be asking yourself, Autar guy, what could you possibly do that would make this absolute waste of time worth our time to watch? And that is a fantastic question. Now that we have the Dream Nail, we can fight harder versions of the bosses that we've already encountered, which will allow us to get more insight on what happened to them, and also kind of more insight on what happened to the area. So, we need to go back up to the Soul Sanctum, where the corpse of the Soul Master is, and we'll use the Dream Nail on him, and we'll fight a significantly harder version. So we'll see you guys there. Wait a second. There's a thing down there. How exactly... Is this a breakable wall? No. Oh my... Okay. Well, whatever. It's just a rancid egg, but... It'll still be good to get your hands on, in case you need to go visit Gigi for any reason. Okay. Is this... This is the way. No. Not that way. So, that leads me to believe, then, that either the tower there is a whole invested area that we're going to need to spend a great amount of time exploring, or that there is some other path over in this area that I missed, and that we would need to go through to get to the other side of that wall and see what there is to see. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure which it's going to be, but we need to go up to the Soul Sanctum as fast as we can. Oh, that's a good point. The other thing that we might be able to use, it may not be that area. It may actually be this area here. I say that's a good point. I'm answering my own thoughts. Just for the record, no one is talking to me. I'm literally just going insane. I think this is the key. Yeah, insert the elegant key. Okay. So that worked out. Now, what is this area? Whoa! Nope. Don't. Oh my, this is quite involved. Don't. Nope. Ow. Oh boy. That was... Stop it now. Get out of my face. Jump. I will jump. Yeah, so I can also use a nail art here that I will do. Probably... Ow. That's the other thing. If you get hit with while you're charging the nail art itself, you lose the charge and you have to charge it up again. It's not like that's a particularly inconvenient thing to do. It's just something that you need to, figure out. Okay. Well, that was good. I did that. Okay. Can I go up here? No. Lots of soul. This is concerning. Inspect. I don't know that I want to inspect. Okay, let's inspect. A figure connected to a device. Examine closely? Sure. Oh dear. Ah, consumed the Shade Soul. Tap left shift to unleash a more powerful spirit. The same amount of soul with increased power. Alright then. So that was pretty similar to what we found, to how we got the Descending Dark, was we found a figure like this, and we basically smashed him out of some crystal. and that was how we got the upgraded version of that spell. Alright, well that was worth it. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be, but I'll take it. Anyway, let's go check out the extended version, the more intense version of the Soul Master boss fight, because in all honesty, that boss fight, not actually that difficult, and especially if you've practiced it a whole lot, like I have, because there's a challenge where you fight all of the bosses one after another, and man oh man, do you get a whole lot of practice. So the harder version is just more difficult in every single respect, as you might imagine. Also, that's the Shade Soul. Pretty powerful. So that's nice. I am a big fan of that. Whoopsies. Okay. And you guys will see that challenge. I will do that challenge. It's going to take a very long time, and I probably will end up pre-recording episodes before it, because it's going to take me a very long time to succeed. It took me like months of attempts to actually pull it off at the height of my skill, and as I'm sure you guys can tell, I am not at the height of my skill. So it's going to be a very involved episode, but I have a feeling you guys are going to like that one. Anyway, whoop, hang on now. So here's the other spell, the upgraded spell. Descending Dark was that one right there. And the upgrades are actually quite powerful. Highly recommend getting your hands on them as soon as you can. Okay, so now we go down here, grab this soul, because why not? And then we go down here, which is where the corpse is. And then we can dream nail the corpse. And that will give us access to the boss fight. Alright. First, we have to get to the actual area that you do the boss fight in, which I think is actually just over here. Yep, it is. Soul Tyrant. Okay, so he's going to cast stuff a lot faster, and as you can see, that attack is now 6 orbs instead of 4, which is a whole thing. That attack is larger, is taller, and much faster. That attack is slightly faster, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the delay between times that he casts is much higher now. And the strategy that I'm going to use for that attack is I hit him once, and the recoil from the nail will basically knock you out, will knock you down. And so you'll actually avoid the fireballs by doing it this way. Oh, crap. Yeah, so that fake out attack is going to be real tough, because with a double jump, it's fairly easy to dodge, but without it, you basically just have to guess. So with that one, I need to jump ever so slightly higher, but that's okay. Okay, we can jump here. That wasn't a fake out, thankfully. Oh, crud. Yep. It's gonna hurt quite a lot. Thankfully, you only do 1 massive damage. Get out of here. You're gonna dash at me again. Nope. Okay, this is the 6, so if you jump and upward slash, you'll fall right underneath. You kind of have to do a short hop. Oh, I fell for it again! Okay, that was... I don't know why I didn't actually move there. That was kind of silly. Alright, first stagger. So we can attack you now. He's got his dash on. Oh, I fell for it again! Okay, that time he didn't fake me out. Alright, I desperately need to not take damage, because this is starting to get a little bit problematic for me. Okay. Come on. Oh, that was extremely stupid. Okay, it's fine. He's got his dash on. That works for me. Somehow that didn't hit me, but I'll take it. Smack you twice, because I can. Oh boy, last health point, but I can heal up twice now, fortunately. So, we're not in exactly great condition, but we've also been in worse condition during a boss fight, so, you know, I've got that going for me, I guess. I somehow knew that you were gonna do that in my heart of hearts. Okay, I got 2 hits there instead of 1. That was extremely stupid, because that means now I can't heal up as much as I need to. We're just gonna use our dash. There we go. We can heal up again. Back to 3. Okay. Nope. Don't do it. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that was a fake out, but it's fine. Get out of here. Jump and double hit just because. Okay, I can heal up again. Awesome. I can get a hit there. I probably could have used a nail art for extra damage, but I didn't think of that. We're up to 4 masks now of 7, which is pretty good. Ow. Jump there. Come on. Got you. Yep. I was able to short hop that jump so I could hit the ground fast enough to actually jump for real that time. We can do a short hop here and then fully heal. Well, not fully heal, but heal 3 times. You'll also notice that I'm standing in the middle of the arena a lot, especially for this attack. Because of the way that it works, they'll basically rotate over you. You don't have to worry about taking damage. Yep, I knew it. Okay. I think the fake out happens if you dash too early. It's like a punishment for bad gameplay. But if you're too far away, he'll just he'll fake you out as like a punishment for trying to be too clever, I think. Oh, I didn't actually get a hit there. That's fine. Up slash there to get a little bit more extra soul and damage, and also the knockback is good. Okay, I was a little delayed on that because I thought he was going to fake me out. He's going to charge me. It's not really a dash, it's more of a charge, let's be honest. Oh, come on. Oh, that was not at all what I thought you were going to do. Even though he always goes to one side of the arena to do that attack specifically. So, but he also sometimes goes to that side to do just this spell charging attack. So you kind of have to guess at what he's doing. It's like that right there. He could have used his spell attack, or his like multi-shot attack like he is right now, but instead he used his standard cast attack. So you kind of have to like guess at what he's doing. Gotcha. Okay. And now phase 2, which is way more intense than the last time. Nope. So basically, you just want to stay airborne. His his ground slams are much faster and more frequent. So you want to just stay in the air. And then we're just going to focus up. His soul balls are much faster now, and there's basically no chance to heal at all. So you have to just be extremely evasive. You want to jump and dash for this because the shockwave from hitting the ground, I believe, is too large for you to avoid while simply just dashing. So we need to, do a short hop there to throw it off my tracks a little bit. Almost there, but I'm also very close to being dead. Come on. Oh, crud. Uh-oh. No. No. Come on. Ow. Please. Yes! Alright. Bam! Whew. That was extremely close. In my dreams, I could see it. The kingdom's salvation. The cure for the plague. The answer was in the soul that animates our bodies. But the king, why? He opposed everything I did. His jealousy, his madness. By standing against me, he robbed me of my immortality. Now the king and his kingdom are dead, but I will live forever. Not really, dude, because I just beat you twice. And also the benefit of doing that is you get a whole bunch of essence, which will allow you to get a bunch of upgrades for your nail. So that was a pretty intense fight, and the thought process there that the Soul Master reveals is the cure for the plague is indeed in the soul that animates your body, but not in the way that the Soul Master thought. And we've sort of covered this, but I'll reiterate. The infection can only take control of you if you allow it. And so if your willpower, you could consider soul like willpower, and if your willpower is strong enough, then you can resist the infection without any concern to yourself. However, the Soul Master interpreted power quite literally, And so in his quest for power to basically triumph over the infection, he ended up succumbing to it without even realizing. So that's basically the final lore of the Soul Master. But we were able to do it. Things got a little bit dicey there at the end. I was not sure how that was going to go. I'm fairly certain as well that when I fought him the first time, I didn't have as many nail upgrades, so that last bit of the fight was extremely grueling. But I did manage to pull it off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was definitely a little bit more intense than the rest of the episode has been thus far. We're actually, now that I think about it, there's another one of those in the Forgotten Crossroads that we can go to that will allow us to get our hands on, or do another hard boss fight like that one, which I will do because it's interesting and fun, and the lore that you get from it is pretty neat. So this is the, by the way, this is how effective a nail art is. Never mind. I said this is how effective a nail art is. I believe it normally takes 4 hits at my current nail power to kill that dude. Now it only takes 2 with the nail art, because it does like 2.5 times more damage. Which is pretty neat, if you want to think about that. Anyway, I will go back to the stag station, and you guys will see me at the next hard boss fight. I'm curious, what's over this way? Have we been this way before? Oh. A toll machine with a symbol of a lift. Sir Geo? I will. Oh, does this get me back to... what's it called? The Forgotten Crossroads? I think it does. Yeah, it does. Awesome. Also, let's go check out what's over this way. There's a pit with spikes. Ow. Okay. It's not a breakable anything. Alright, well, down the spiky hole I go, I guess. Alright, we can break this open, although for what reason I'm not entirely sure. Whoops, I thought I killed you. Apparently not. And then I also wombo comboed myself into some spikes, which is not my finest move. It's fine. Oh, that sounds good. Is that another mask shard? Oh no, it's a vessel fragment. Okay. I'm down for vessel fragments. I like me some of thems. Glad we finally decided to go have a look at this area. Okay. Anyway. This area puts us kind of close to the other boss fight that we can do at this moment. So I will get on over there. Okay. We made it. And the main thing to consider with this that I have taken into account. What the heck? Oh, Georock. Nice, I'll take that. Get out of here. Okay, so that's the corpse of the false knight, who we will fight soon, although I thought I saw something... Maybe I didn't? Alright. This boss fight is actually pretty tricky, mainly because the false knight, or the... his name is the Failed Champion. Failed Champion does 2 masks of damage for all of his attacks, which sucks a big one, because if you recall, the way that this boss fight works is that you can't actually damage him to get soul until his helmet comes off. So his jumps are also much faster and his slam is much larger. So I may actually die from this several times. We'll have to see. Ow. Yep, there I go. Now, fortunately, this doesn't technically count as a death because you're in the dream world. But it's kind of annoying to get back to the arena where you have to fight him. So, I think, yeah, just over here you can just jump across and not have to worry. Alright, let's try that again. Nope. 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 So, the strategy that I'm going to use here is he lunges towards you when he's doing a slam. And then he'll jump backwards like that when he's doing the shockwave smash attack. Jeez. Part of the other problem is there are far more barrels that fall from the ceiling that you need to be aware of. So it's a balancing act of dodging the barrels, dodging his attacks, and also doing damage. I personally think the Soul Tyrant's fight is harder, simply because it's more involved. This fight is fairly simple. It's only made difficult by the fact that he does 2 masks of damage and you can't get soul very readily from him. Ow. Okay, apparently the shockwave itself doesn't actually do 2 masks of damage, which I did not realize. The other thing about him is that if you're too far away, he'll tip his hand about whether or not he's going to do a shockwave attack, because he'll run at you. Whoopsies. Okay. So I may have to focus up and not talk for one of the fights. I'll do one more that's commentated, and then I'll try and focus up and do a whole bunch of attempts without it. Because I'm used to having a faster attack from a specific charm that I think I can go get. So if I fail again, I may actually go back and grab that. But I also don't have the charm notches to equip it and the Mark of Pride and the faster healing. So I may end up just scrapping that. We'll see. Okay. Don't. Come on. No, that's bull crap. Get out of here. It's fine. Whoops! Okay, dash away. It's fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Come on. Okay, jump. 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 He only ever does 3 of those maximum. Nope. I should have jumped towards. That's the the thing I need to get into my head, is you need to jump towards him when he's dashing at you. Or when he's lunging at you. Unless I'm like absolutely sure I can clear it, which most of the time I'm not. Oopsies, that's not gonna work, is it? So I need to be far more careful and far more precise with my dashes. Actually, I may equip Dash Master for this fight, because the increased range of Long Nail is kind of minimal, to be honest, especially compared to the Mark of Pride. But we'll see. So he's doing his shockwave. He's going to lunge at me now. That was extremely lucky. I don't know how none of those hit me. Okay, that was dumb. Oh, that was not smart either. Okay, heal, or jump, heal. Jump, ow. Okay, I will die if I take another hit from... Oh man, I didn't even... Whoa, how did none of that hit me? I don't even know. But it's okay. Ow. Okay, I'm a little surprised that didn't hurt me, but I'll take it. And I'm dead. Okay. So I'm gonna go... I believe I know where that charm is. So I'm gonna go get it, because I clearly am under-equipped for this. And I'll see you guys when I've done that. Wait. Hang on now. There we go. Okay, so I need the crystal heart for that. Can I just dash from here? Whoa, what's with all these infected goopies? I don't like infected goopies. Ew, lots of infected goopies. Get out. Come on now. Get out of here. Jeez, how many of you are there? So many. Get out of here. Oh, that's a spiky floor. I don't want to go down there if I can avoid it. Alright, we're good. Nope, I don't think so. Okay, awesome. I mean, it sounds like a rancid egg. But I hope that I'm not doing all of this for just a rancid egg. Also, that's definitely gonna close, yeah. Get out of here. Get the heck. So here's a use for the Great Slash. If you're right underneath an enemy, you can do that, and the upwards hitbox will actually still damage them. So that's pretty cool. Really. Really. Oh my goodness. On a head cover! That's just sad. Oh, hello. What's this? My vengeful gift has warped within you. You've twisted into something else. Oh ho ho ho, I do it! My friend, you're a marvel. Your essence has melded with the spell. You must have found a powerful source to transform it into such a unique, expressive way. I dream you? Poking around in the dreams of others, you're more curious than you look. Oh ho 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 ho. Alright then. So that was kind of dumb. I did not do very well in that situation. I'm gonna use the Balder Shell. So you can see that little icon underneath my soul meter. That is the Balder Shell, and it will become more and more damaged as it gets used, specifically as it takes damage. And it'll become a little bit more obvious when that happens, because the damage, I'll point it out and I'll highlight it in editing, but you guys will know when you see it. So let's go up here. Bang. Okay. There. Go this way again. Really? I definitely hit the space bar. There we go. Thank you. I suppose I probably could have just gone up the shortcut way, but whatever, it's fine. So that was it activating. Because I didn't take any damage, it's fine. It basically works forever while you're casting Soul until you take damage. And you can take damage, I believe, 3 or 4 times before it breaks. Okay. And becomes entirely useless. There's also a glitch that did exist, but maybe doesn't anymore. I honestly don't know, where if for some reason you were healing and then a boss fight started and took you out of the heal animation, which does happen, but especially later in the game, you would basically permanently have that shell around you until you took damage for the first time. So it was basically just like just a free hit point that you had, more or less, and that is not supposed to happen. So I am gonna try and figure this. Really? Okay. Come on now. Get out of here. Gonna heal up. Suck it. Twice. Get out. I could probably use a nail art and kill them in one shot. But because that's kind of difficult to do consistently, especially since you take damage. But I can try and Great Slash you. Whoa, there's lots of you. Please stop. Please don't. Don't want it. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Ew! You're gross. Breed. Yeah, I bet you do. Glowing womb. I don't like that. Alright, so that is easily one of the worst charms in the game. Unless you're extremely good at dodging. And then it's an okay charm. So what it does... I'll read it out for you guys in a second here. So Glowing Womb is this one right here. Drains the soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. The hatchlings have no desire to eat or live and will sacrifice themselves to protect their parent. So if you attempt to equip that, if you equip that charm, it will drain your soul meter until either you don't have any more soul or you have, I want to say, 5 hatchlings? Maybe it's 3. Anyway, until you have some number of hatchlings. And these hatchlings will fly around you and will just kamikaze explode themselves into any enemy that they get within attack range of. This is good if you're good at dodging, because then you don't need the soul to heal. However, it does sort of prevent you from casting spells in any sort of meaningful way, which can be a bit of an annoyance. If you're not good at dodging, like me, then it's a terrible charm because it takes the soul that you would use to heal and instead uses it to summon hatchlings that do, let's be honest, a fairly mediocre amount of damage. Also, I'm curious to see... I haven't dream nailed you yet. I tire so easily now, and my old legs seem to ache more and more. Still, I'm lucky to grow old at all. So many others haven't. Oh. That pass you hold, is it not for that ghastly machine, the train? I hope you're not thinking of riding on that grotesque contraption. The thought of a mere machine... The thought a mere machine could attempt what we stags do. Foolish. Very foolish. Well, I don't know about that. If I'm honest. But... it's like if horses could talk. That's probably what they would say about cars. Anyway, let's go over this way, and I'm going to go to that hut. And I'm also going to see what the Nailmaster has to say now that we've met with all of the fellas. You know, the fellas. His brothers. I don't know. Oh, there is just an area past here. Whoa, what the heck? Stronger brothers. I wonder if I can, like, nail art you. No. Okay. Alright, well, I need that soul to get through to that smashy floor area. Okay. considering that there's more soul right here, I'll grab that for healing. Good thing I did. Get out of the face. There we go. Okay. So now up here, I guess? Oh no, there's more of you. Nope. 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 Get out of here. Okay, I hear that. What do I do about that? Get out of here. Yeah, so that's the other thing about nail arts. If there's an enemy that is particularly annoying, you can just nail art him into death. Okay, so I heard that caterpillar. Let's try, but I don't think so. Okay, there's just another smashy floor here. Fully heal, and I still have enough soul to cast the Sending Dark. Whoa, I don't like this area. Especially because of those stupid floor spikes, makes it difficult for me to use my strategy. Ow. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna perfectly thread that needle. I'm gonna get extremely lucky and somehow get one of those guys to get absolutely nailed with a stalactite, which you know what, I am not going to say no to. And we're going to rescue you, and you're real, so that's good. I really should go back to the Grubfather, see what more goodies he has for me, because I've rescued quite a few caterpillars. Also, I do see that cracked wall there, right here. Enter. What? Okay. Another smashy floor. More smashy floor and a geo rock. Take that. Alright. I don't have enough soul for this. I suspect the game devs knew this and gave you this way out because in the event that you did need to leave, you could. So good on them for that. Although, I feel like maybe they didn't necessarily need to do all of this without giving you a soul statue or something. But whatevs. It is what it is. Oh, the enemies have respawned, so I can use them to gather soul now. Perfect. Alright then. Let's go this way. I could have sworn this is the path to the charm. Maybe it isn't. And I'm just losing my mind. How did you get here? What the heck? Where did you even come from? That's what I want to know. Okay, another floor smash. Oh, maybe these are enemies that existed there, and I just, like, was totally not even paying attention. Whoa, this is a dark area. I don't know that I like it. Holy crap, that's a big geo rock. Wow, okay. That was quite a lot of geo. Is that literally the only reason for coming down here? I guess so. Well, that was a little bit underwhelming, but I mean, we did it. Was it worth it? I guess. I mean, it was free geo. We're up to 7K now. Should really go stash some of that with the banker. Because that's going to be an important thing for me to do later on. So we can give me that. Wait. What the heck? Oh, I need the spore shroom for that. Okay. I didn't realize that was a thingy. So I need the spore shroom to read that and see what that says. I don't know that I don't think I actually discovered that in the first time I played through this game. So that's kind of nice. Alright. So I believe to the left there is the, path thingy that I needed, for the rotten egg. Fortunately, there's a big hopper, potentially. Not, I guess. Okay, I'll take that. I mean... Wait a minute. Okay, I can hear that, but, like, where is that coming from? It must be one of the paths that you fall down, so you would need to come back here after you've gone all the way back up. I imagine that's what it is. Because I did see a couple of, like, offshooting paths. Whoa, easy there. Okay, I thought one of those was potentially breakable, but it was not. That's okay, though. We can sit here and just wail on this fella for a little bit. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Awesome. Alright. I will charge this up specifically so that I can potentially one-hit you. Not. Alright, cool. But I can definitely two-hit you with it, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so this must be the way back out then. So I'll heal up fully just in case. Never a bad idea to be at full health, right? Okay. I also... Oh, that's where we just were. Got it. Charge up. Bam. Nice. Okay. We will also get a charm eventually that... Whoa, what the heck are you guys? These? What the heck are bees doing here? Get out of here. Whoops. Okay. So there's an up here, but there's also a right? Let's go to the right. It's over here. Quick slash. That's the one. Alright. Okay, so that's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, as you might guess... Oh, there was a smashable wall here. I was like, I thought I saw something like that. Oh, I see. Get the heck out of my face. Thank you. Alright, now as you might guess, that charm does exactly what you think it would do. It makes your nail swings faster, and it also reduces the time that it takes to actually swing your nail again. So, that's the speed of Quick Slash, and that's the speed without it. So it's a significant upgrade. I also feel like there's something else in here that I was missing. That nail art you have been training with my brother Mato. He has strange notions of loyalty and honor. I'm sure he was difficult and unpleasant to train under. Did he mention my name to you? If he does, tell him to be patient. Tell him to be patient. He'll be waiting a while longer before I give him what he wants. I see you've been taught a nail art by my brother Shio. How fortunate of you. Yes, he was the mightiest of the great nail sage's pupils, far outshining Mato and myself. My brother and my master loved him very much. He was always aloof, but not unkind. When we last spoke, he said he was going to teach himself something completely new. I wonder if he achieved that goal. Rest here if you must, but do not stay longer than you need to. Okay. Brother Mato, in your lonely home at the top of the world, do you still think of me as an enemy? In the future, if you will listen, I will tell you why I chose to tread this path. Oh. Okay, so that was exactly why I wanted to come over here. Was that path down there. And now that we've done it, oh, I need to equip the Spore Shroom. That's right. So, it will be Quick Slash, and Spore Shroom, and I guess Gathering Swarm. Why not? Just so I don't have to worry about backtracking to grab money, or losing any of that in the spikes, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so the great thing about this, that it sort of fits into any build, because if you're a spellcaster, you can use it to collect soul faster, and if you are a melee build, like myself, you can use it to collect soul faster, but you also can use it to do way more damage way faster. I don't know if it affects nail arts. I'm fairly certain that it does not. I would not be surprised to hear that it does not. However, it's still pretty darn good. Get absolutely wrecked. Suck it. Get out of here. Okay. It was not in here. It was... I actually don't know why I went this way. I should have gone the other way, I think. Yeah, let's go the other way. Let's see if I will die, because that could totally happen. Let's just heal up here. Do a bunch of damage to all these morons that get close enough to me that becomes a thing that they need to be concerned about. Really, you're just gonna, like, get into that corridor, mess up my steez? No one messes up my steez. Only I mess up my steez. It's like Krieg from Borderlands 2. No one kills me but me. I don't know, have any of you played Borderlands 2? You should. It's a good game. Alright. Smack the crap out of you so I can get a little bit more health. That one Geo is orbiting around me because the Gathering Swarm can't seem to bring it to my pockets. Okay. This way. Yeah, so there was that. Right, I can't actually get out this way. I don't know what I was thinking. Altar guy, do you actually think? I mean, you're right, but it hurts my feelings. Don't say such mean things. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's go up here. Get out of here. Ow. This way. Sick. Alright, and then we go back to the hut because that's where the Smashy Smash is, and I want to get Smashy Smash. So let's go this way. Let's actually just rest so we can heal. And then we'll go over here. Whee! I'm gonna try wall sliding for the majority of this, because I have a feeling that it'll slow things down enough for me to be able to accurately figure out where the things are that require my attention. Like this here, there has to be like a breakable wall or something. Oh, no, it's just in here. Yeah, so, like, that gap. I might not have noticed that that was there if I had not been wall sliding. Or if I did notice that it was there, I probably would have... Well, I would have had to backtrack because you can't get out that way. Don't you even think about it. No. Okay, so we got that, and then there was another down... somewhere. Was it over here? I think so. I believe it was. Yes, in here. And then we go down here. And then I believe it was this. This down was what gave us that area. Yeah. We speak the path of the Master Herald, he who would signal an age's end. Spawn of self, their minds unite, aside the source of acid blight. Aglow in darkest, winding depths, winds all howl above fossil stone steps. Monarch flies in air sit still, to root's domain and snail once shrill. Path of worm at new lands entered, their journey's end the kingdom ventured. Okay. I have no idea what that means. Is it talking about one of the next areas? Because I guess it could be. We will actually be going to that area soon. My plan is to fight and beat the failed champion, and then we will go to the next area, which is the Royal Waterways, which is that sewer grate looking thing that we opened up. And that will lead us to yet another area. It'll actually lead us to a few areas. But the one that I'm thinking of in particular is going to be very important for us to get our hands on. Ow. Oh dear. I'm about to die again. No. Bad. There we go. Okay. Go here. Smack. Ow. Get out of here. Ow. Yeah, that's right. Get in my stupid soul bubble, you idiot. Okay. Let's go up here. Ow. Down we go, apparent. Ow. Okay, I need to heal again, because I'm about to die again. Smack you. Smack you. And smack you. Awesome. Now, if I actually fight the bees, which I really should be doing, because I need the soul from them, to heal myself, I can certainly worry about that. Really? Really? You're just gonna be like that, huh? Okay. Alright. I see how it is. Okay. So, we got this. We should be getting close as well to unlocking the next charm notch from Salubra, because we just got 2 more charms. I think it said we needed 6 more. Ow. So I know how to get... Well, I don't exactly remember how to get some of them. I know there is a platforming puzzle required to get another charm. And I know it's in Green Path. I just don't exactly remember where that is. So I will certainly try to do that, because I want to get that other soul notch, charm notch, simply because it will allow me to use more of my charms and get closer to getting the build that I actually want. But anyway, we gotta go back to the... to the City of Tears. Wait, Cornifer's still here. Why is Cornifer still here? Judging by this wall, the city's folks seemed hesitant to build further into these caverns. I wonder what kept them at bay. No idea. To chart the world, what joy! If only Iselda could share the thrill. Poor Iselda and Cornifer. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that they don't have to pay rent. You know? 'Cause that would... Especially if I'm the only one buying Cornifer's mats. And also... Ow! And also because Iselda doesn't like selling the maps. Anyway, let's go back to Les Forgotten Crossroads. Because that will allow us... Actually, let's go to the resting grounds first. Because I want to see what sort of upgrades we've gotten to the Dream Nail. Because we've gotten a whole bunch more essence. So we went from, what, 200 to 500? So I think I'll get a charm and potentially some more... Do I get a charm notch from this? I honestly don't remember. Let's see. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. So you've collected 300 essence. Yes, I can see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain, though. Tending these graves and guiding the Wielder, all penitence for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts and return with 500 essence. Keep up your tireless work. Oh, pale ore. Okay. Ah, 500 essence. You're a master in the making. Well done, well done. I have a small reward for you. Plucked from one of my most precious memories, this charm will bring you and the Dream Nail closer together still. The secrets of this kingdom won't be able to hide from you any longer. Take it and return once you have collected 700 essence. More gifts await you. Dream Wielder. Okay, so that charm is the good charm of the two that she gives you. Or maybe she doesn't give you another charm. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Anyway, that charm makes your Dream Nail way better. So I will show this. Transient Charm mated for those who wield the Dream Nail and collect essence. Allows the bearer to charge the Dream Nail faster and collect more soul when striking foes. So that is one part of the Dream Nail that I haven't actually shown off yet, is that you get soul from striking foes with it. Or striking enemies with it, specifically. So that's with Dream Wielder. And this is without it. As you can see, much faster with that charm. Also, hitting an enemy with the Dream Nail normally gives you basically enough soul to focus one time. Whereas doing it twice, or not twice, but with the Dream Wielder, it's faster, and it gives you the ability, or enough soul to focus twice instead of just once. And especially against the failed champion, because you cannot use soul to... What the heck? Descend. Hello? Oh. These refined weapons. These battles of Geo are much deadlier. What? These battles of Geo? So, another would join our group. I have a gift for you, warrior. As a shopkeeper, I admit parting with it for free is rather difficult. But as the great nail sage, I must recognize your skill. You have mastered the arts of my remaining pupils. Now, tradition decrees you too may hold the symbol. Wear it proudly, Nailmaster. You shall be the last to receive its like. Nailmaster's glory. That one makes you charge up your nail arts faster and also use them faster. Which can be good if you're looking for another... it's a one-slot charm. Or one-charm slot charm. Contains the passion, skill, and regrets of a nailmaster. Increases the bearer's mastery of nail arts, allowing them to focus their power faster and unleash arts sooner. So here is it without... I'll just use the Great Slash for both. And here is it with. So you can see, significantly faster. Also pretty good if you're looking for a one-charm slot. It's really between this, this Spore Shroom and Nailmaster's Glory are... Hold on, excuse me. are probably the best one-slot charms that you can get your hands on. Let's see. Have I gotten enough? Let's see. So I needed 6, right? And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't have enough to get the next charm slot from Salubra yet. Does Sly have more charms to sell me? I don't remember. I don't know that he does. I don't think he does. But I guess it's possible. Let's see. He does. Heavy Blow and Sprint Master. Both of these are pretty mediocre, but I'll take them. And apparently I'll take this Vessel Fragment, because I can afford it. Nice. Bam. Alright, now we just need one more and we can get another batch of soul. Sprint Master. Gimme. Alright. Back again? You know I haven't any stock left, yes? You've cleaned me out. Or were you hoping to sneak a peek at my Mountain of Geo? Well, it's mine now, and fairly traded. Wherever you are, whatever it is you do now, I hope you 3 are looking after yourselves. Aw, he does care. So I think with that, I will now have enough to get my, the last Charm Notch slot from Salubra, which is going to be great because it means I can put that, and this one in the same build without being over-charmed and needing to be penalized for that. So let's have a look at what these do. Heavy Blow, formed from the nails of fallen warriors. Increases the force of the bearer's nail, causing enemies to recoil further when hit. This charm sucks. Because the whole point of melee is you want to be able to hit your enemies as many times as possible, and so knocking them farther away just means you have to chase after them. It's not good. The only benefit to it is that because it sucked so bad, the developers added a thing where when you're fighting a boss, it takes 1 fewer hit to stagger them. Which, I mean, that's honestly not that big a deal. For later boss fights, I guess you could consider that being useful, but for 2 slots, I cannot recommend using this charm. And then Sprint Master, bears the likeness of a strange bug known only as the Sprint Master. Increases the running speed of the bearer, allowing them to avoid danger or overtake rivals. This one, also kind of mediocre. I don't really find that much use in it. It's good for exploring, and I may put it on for that purpose. Also, these two make, they synergize together. So certain charms have what's called charm synergy, which means equipping them, both of them gives you an added benefit. It doesn't tell you this in the game, unfortunately, or it doesn't tell you which charms do. It does give you a hint about that, but it does, you know, you have to figure that out. So these 2 charms are basically a speedrunner's dream because, this charm makes you move faster, and equipping them both makes you move even faster, and you also get increased dash, speed, and frequency. So, if you really are trying to speedrun the game, and you can somehow get those 2 really quickly, absolutely worth it. However, because you need to beat a boss to fight, or to get there, and you also have to go through Green Path, to get the city crest, you have to fight the failed champion and the false knight. Failed champion is the upgrade. And you have to go through Green Path to get to the city crest, which then goes into the City of Tears. And then you have to fight the Soul Master, because that is how you get Descending Dark, which is the spell that you need to access the Crystal Caves in the first place, I believe. Or you need to farm up 1800 Geo to get the Lumafly Lantern to go in through the Dark Way in the Forgotten Crossroads. Or you just need to remember exactly the path that's there and how to deal with the enemies. But either way, it's good if you want to just explore around, but for actual speedrunning, it's kind of you get it too late for it to be useful. Anyway, we do have enough to get this last charm notch, so let's do it. My Blessing. This is a special item for those who love charms as much as I do. Once you own 40 charms, I'll gladly sell it to you. So that's the thing that you get for getting all of the charms in the game. And what it does is when you're sitting at a bench, you will passively regain soul. So it's basically like a hot spring, except at any bench that you get the effect. So now we should pretty much be equipped to fight the soul or the failed champion, because I have basically my standard build. The only thing that it's missing is I will frequently swap out the fragile strength. But because that charm is broken, I don't get its effects. Now I could go back to the fungal wastes and repair it, but I think I can do this fight without that. So I'm gonna give it a try, and if it works out, then great. And if it doesn't work out, I'll give it, you know, a couple of goes, and then I will see about going to the fungal wastes to Leg Eater and repairing the charm that way. Alright, Grubfather. Surely you've got some good stuff for us. Let's see. Oh, what is that? Grub Song. Another charm. Okay. Money. Lots of money. Holy crap. Oh, what are you? Rancid egg. Thanks. Man. Clearly I have rescued a lot more grubs than I thought. Oh, another item. Hallowness seal. Nice. Alright, well that was pretty cool. Absolutely worth. To be honest, I was sort of hoping for another piece of pale ore so we could upgrade our nail again. But I will certainly take that. So the thing is, I know where one of the pieces of pale ore is. We just can't get it right now. I do not, however, remember where the other two are, because there's one more nail upgrade after this one. So we will get on that, but now we will do the boss fight. So let's go up here, back to the chamber where this fellow was. And let's try not to die this time. Come on! Get staggered already, you jerk! Because now I have to basically redo, yeah, that entire first phase. So that's not gonna work out. Not like this. Come on. Okay. Alright. I am gonna just focus up, and then I'll do, if this ends up being the one that I win, I'll do a voiceover explaining what I was doing.
Well, spoilers, I guess, since you guys can hear me at this point, you know that I'm gonna win this boss fight. But I'm still gonna go ahead and narrate my thought process through this entire thing. You're probably noticing that I'm standing still at the start of this. My nerves are pretty shot, because this is like my 7th or 8th attempt at this. So I'm a little upset at myself, but I'll get over it. Anyway, you'll notice at the start of this fight that I'm trying to just unload as much damage as physically possible. And that's because if you play this correctly, the first phase is actually the hardest part of this fight. And I'll explain why when we get to when that's a thing. But I'm actually doing pretty well. This is easily one of my better starts, except for the fact that I just got stepped on there pretty aggressively. But I'm trying to just avoid him as much as possible. I don't know how I didn't get hit in that last little bit there. You'll also notice that I'm using the Dream Nail. That's to get a little bit of extra soul, because you can't heal during almost the rest of this boss fight. Now, you'll notice that he's doing his like temper tantrum hammer slam attack thing. If you are aware of that, he always does that after he pops out of his shell after being staggered. So he pops out, you do damage, he goes back in, and then he does that attack. That's extremely predictable. Also tried to do a little balls and heal there, didn't quite work out. But it's extremely predictable, which means that if you can avoid the first hit from that, you can front load a lot of damage into the second phase and effectively shorten it, so you don't have to worry about
all of the rest of this crap that I'm dealing with, because using that extra soul gets me back up to 4 masks at this point, and I wasn't able to fully heal before I had to start this next fight, or next phase rather, because he's on like a timer, so you can't just sit there and farm soul off of him while he's popping out of his helmet. So that was just a dumb dash. I don't know quite what I thought I was doing there, but I'm really trying to stay on my toes here, because obviously I'm only at 2 masks at this point, so if I get hit, I'm dead. Now, I was able to stagger in here. I healed up because I was not aware of how close I was to actually being done with this fight. And I'm just trying to stay back. I didn't actually realize that was the end, but now I do, so take it away.
Yeah, okay, we won! Oh.
Okay. I wanted it, the strength to protect the others. When I saw that knight sleeping, safe in his big armored shell, it wasn't madness that drove me to it, I just wanted it. But in the end, if strength cannot save you, then what can? Alright. Well, sorry that I didn't commentate that last fight, or that fight, but I was extremely focused, and I almost died several times, so I did need to stay quiet so I could, you know, keep my eyes on the prize. I will try and add a voiceover, which, if I have done that, you guys have just heard. But yeah, so that's 2 of the 3 harder versions down. The 3rd one is for a boss that we have not fought yet, and that one is an absolute joke. It's not that hard at all. I actually did it on my first try, the first time I played through the game. So that should be a relatively easy boss fight. But I'm going to leave this episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was a bit of a mixed bag in terms of what we actually went through. Hopefully you guys can forgive me for losing the last episode. I'm sorry that we got so much content that you guys won't be able to see, but hopefully this one makes up for it. Anyway, with all that being said, if you guys did make it to the end of the episode, please consider to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. It lets YouTube know that this is stuff that's worth pushing out. I know I say it a lot, but I really do appreciate it if you guys can help me out a little bit there. And if you made it to the end of the episode, hopefully you were able to be entertained. It really means the world to me that you take the time out of your day to watch my stuff. And as always, take care of yourselves. Alright, bye.